Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. Monday night prime time is underway. Moore with a return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him. Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. Escapes the pocket.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Running back sent in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
On 4th down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead and out of punt. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
What a tumultuous start to Bryce Young's career. The former #1 pick has about seen it all, Kate, in the NFL. And it's not how you start, it's how you finish. At least that's what he and the Carolina Panthers got to believe, because the finish to last season was his best football yet.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Panthers.
Young working from the gun. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Again, it's Young. Setting up the screen. Yes, the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right, because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league, and the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Isaac Gorindo to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
Purdy on 1st down. Escapes out to the left. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. 1st down throw by Purdy. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. Okay, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a 1-point game. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Set to return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. From the pistol, it's Young. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Panthers first down. A gain of 12.
They're set up at the 35 now.
First down, Carolina.
First and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Young on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
So 5 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
First and 10.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Panthers first down. A gain of 16 yards.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
This is Dowdle on 2nd down. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Going to throw here on 3rd. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. This from 40 on the right hash. Fitzgerald sends this through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Garindo to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the 49ers on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They send a tight end in motion. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
And the 49er 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Has it in close. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
49er 1st down.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers trailing on the scoreboard. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a 49er 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun is Purdy. He tucks it in. He will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
Niners 14, Panthers 10.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Panthers
The Panthers and a running back, Rico Dowdle, back out now. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. It's Young to throw here on first. Has him on the quick hitter. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. They'll go with Dowdle on a run. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Panthers.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap now to Young. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
And the Panther first down.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, Young. He'll try and run this. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
That's another.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Hits him on the out route.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Fitzgerald sends this through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Trevor Etienne to return this. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Yeah, it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock. They're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Nickel set from the Niners on third down. They send a receiver in motion right. Third and long for him here. We've got a screen to the running back.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
On fourth down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Hits his running back.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. There's a dive up the middle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
36-yard line.
First down, ball at the 36. A tight end in motion now. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He'll expect more from himself on those types of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Outright, McCaffrey makes the grab. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards. And the 49er first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they face 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
On the counter, McCaffrey. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
They kick the running back in motion. On 3rd down, Purdy. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers grow their lead to 8.
Panthers 13.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is ETN. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Kind of more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 28-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
I wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And going play action, Young. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
They're set up at the 35 now. The inside give to Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running backs because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Outright, Leggett makes the ground. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
throw to the left is complete.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
At the 20-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's the give to Dowdle. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
Here's Dowdle again. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
A loss of 3 yards.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Panthers trail by 8. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours. That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Going run again with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Setting up to pass. Completed left side there to Jennings. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Okay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.